Hi, thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you're having a beautiful day. My name is Mary. This is an impromptu reading I was guided to do. We're going to do actually a reading on the empaths out there and what you need to know the most right now. So if you're empathic and you struggle with that at times, let's see if we can get some general guidance. Empathic reading for the empaths. Let's take a look here. So I actually have my Life Change deck, and then I'm going to move on to the Empathic Oracle. So let's take a look here. All right, yeah. So a lot of you empaths, of course, it's amazing. This is the Life Change deck, and it could have like moving, leaving, sobriety, all kinds of stuff is in here. Weight loss. And for you empaths, for we empaths, because I am most definitely one right along with you. 1 second here. I'm going to take this watch off. Okay. Emotions. The first thing up. Emotions. Doesn't surprise me. You empaths out there are healing from the past right now. You're doing some healing, okay? And while you're doing healing, emotions arise. Things can get heavy. Things can feel uncomfortable. Spirit says because of that, get some rest. Okay, please get some rest. I have a new setup here, so I'm trying to like get used to it. Oh my God. I flipped my camera around so it'd be more high quality. And I'm trying to work on like trying to see the cards on another screen. So yeah. So, and what might help here also for you out there that are kind of struggling right now is a new exercise program. New exercise program will help you to heal, will help you to release bottled, trapped emotion, trauma, you name it. It's going to be very helpful for you while you're doing this healing, while you're doing this purging, while these emotions are getting released. So in between nice bouts of rest that really feeds your soul, get a little exercise if you can, you know, if you're able. And always talk to a doctor before you start any exercise. But I do feel that some of you who are able and or have the clear to do so definitely could use it. I know I could. I've been starting to lately, trying to get some exercise. I don't always feel well. I have an autoimmune disorder, and I feel sick a lot, so I have to work around when I feel good, and trying to take better care of myself to make that more often if I can. So we have the sun coming out here for the out of the Empathic Oracle. For the empaths here, we have the sun. And I'm going to tell you what this means actually in this little book. The sun shines in its time where it is needed without question, at one with those who need its light. So let's take a look here what it says. The sun is a source of life that feeds the plants of this world. Each plant knowing their place in the balance of life, playing their role as one and the same with no separation. The plant giving sun purpose and the sun sustaining the plant. When the light of the sun is absent to the plants due to dark storm clouds or change of position due to the seasons, the plants and trees of this world do not flourish. If absence of the sun's light continues, the flora and fauna either even wither and die. Could it be that as an empath, you play this role to others? Your source of light that flows through you being the very knowing of the Creator, anchored to the earth in service to sustaining proprieties of love. Ask yourself, do you hold a space of purposeful light, unimpeded by judgment, or do you allow the storm clouds of others to affect your ability to shine? Even the seasons hold a time of energetic rest and renewal as the sun enters and leaves its rotation. It's time to let your light move to its next purpose. Is it time to let your light move to its next purpose? But that might be a Freudian slip for some there. Is it time to let your life move to its next purpose? Instead of light. That could be for somebody, letting you know that it's time to let your life move to a place where there's more sunlight. That could be literal or metaphorical, you know, where there's more positivity, where there's more warmth, more compassion. Maybe you're feeding the energy vampires of the world and it's just sucking you dry and not giving anything in return. So you want to make sure you're surrounding yourself by people who fill your heart and soul with joy and love, because that's going to cause that light to just bounce back and forth and grow even brighter and radiate, rather than getting all sucked in by somebody who's just a negative person and taking it and it just stops there, you know. So That might be a message to some. I don't normally read the whole messages in these cards, so there's a reason for this. So to let its illumination finish its season with whom you found yourself at, I'm so sorry. Each season holds a time of energetic rest and renewal as the sun enters and leaves in its rotation. Is it time to let your light move to its new purpose? To let its illumination finish its season with whom you found yourself as a purposeful light, providing life-giving energy for them to flourish? By attaching to conditions to whom and where you shine your light, by expecting a certain outcome, you are in actuality dimming your light. Step back and look at the situation with fresh eyes and look at the conditions and expectations surrounding the situation. So like if you're with somebody in a relationship or you're in a job where you're constantly like, you feel like you're just shining your goodness, your light, your heart, your soul, you're putting it all in and nothing's coming back, you're probably in the right place. You're probably in the wrong place and you need to move to the right place in life, the right job, the right relationships. It means releasing anything that impedes your light. Because as empaths, we're here to sort of like usher in a new existence on earth. We're the ones who really radiate the love and kindness and compassion that change the vibration of all of the collective. So you really want to take care of yourself and keep yourself around people, places, and things that make you feel good so you're not dragged down and you're not part of the empathic collective that doesn't have that high vibrational energy that is really needed so much right now. And the more energy vampires, the more people who hurt you, the more people who suck you dry and take jobs, places, people, things you have around you, the less light you have to give. And the world needs it, you know, as much as you do. So care for that. So we have manifestations, 12. Today I give myself the opportunity to manifest my energy. My energy is abundant and I attract to myself that which is needed for my path. So letting you know that your energy is really abundant. As long as you rest, as long as you heal, as long as you release painful things, you're going to manifest like crazy as an empath because our emotions are so strong. And emotions are the things that drive you to an action. And action is what drives you to something coming into fruition and reality, right? So what does it say here about the manifestation? Have I asked the Creator and Earth today what they wish to give me? Am I ready to receive from my journey's abundance, or am I feeling that I will not have enough? So this is talking about really getting out of a lower vibrational energy for sure. Talking about getting out of feelings of lack and understanding that this is an infinite universe and somehow, some way, things have always seemed to work out for you in this life. And they're going to continue to do so. And as long as you think that and you find gratitude in what you have and you shine your light onto people who truly deserve it, you will flourish. You really will. You're going to have your, more light coming in, your vibration rise, and things are going to come into fruition much better for you. The next thing we have out is Crown Chakra, card 1. The energy center that is represented by the color purple, and it sits at the top of the crown of your head. And we're going to learn about this right now. White or violet are the energetic colors that will help you right now in general. Spirit wants you to know that. I am connected to Source. I am filled with Source. My experience of Source, and Source becomes who I am. Am I open to receive from Source? Do I give my love freely without conditions when it's appropriate? Have I placed conditions on my relationships with others? Are others placing conditions on the love they are giving me? And we've had a couple cards that talk about this, like conditions being placed on your love, or you feeling like you have to do and say and be a certain way to maybe receive love. And Spirit is really trying to work you away from people, places, and situations that feel like that for you, to try to get you into an energy of feeling better. Spirit wants to offer you some support. Some support right now. Really wants you to have some support. Wants you to be true to you. I'll get it right eventually, right? And keep the faith, okay? Keep the faith. I'm so terrible. Like when I look at a pair of binoculars, I'm like, where is it? Like I'll look at a bird in the tree and I'll get the binoculars and I'll be like, all around it. I do this with a camera, like it's backwards. Normally I use my front facing camera, and that camera like doesn't give as good a quality. And the cards are backwards when I show them to you guys. So I'm like, let me just try something different. I feel drawn to the card at the bottom of the Empathic Oracle here, card 47. And I feel like a lot of the empaths are really needing to release some stuff. Yes, surrender. This is a timeline. That's what this card is. Look at, oh, almost. Got it the first try. So, there we go. In my experience of time, I walk forward openly, ready to choose that, knowing the lessons fill me with wisdom. So if you're feeling choices, this is for you. If you're fearing choices. Do I fear the choices that are before me? Are there reoccurring choices because of the fear to choose? Am I letting my timeline unfold before me? Is this situation presenting because it is part of my timeline? So choices made in fear elicit a heavier vibrational experience. An absence of, and it's true, have you ever noticed that when you go into something, oh, I'm afraid, oh, like your vibration goes down, you tend to maybe mess things up. You don't believe in yourself, so you don't succeed, even though you would have if you went into it. Just jump in like a cold pool, like pulling off a Band-Aid. Especially if you're an air sign like me and an empath. Oh man, that's a painful combo. Like you're up in your head all the time, and you know, you're trying to weigh out every choice with such scrutiny and reassurance from a million people and reassurance from a million articles, and it really puts a heavy vibration on your situation, and it makes it so it's not going to really flourish. Okay, so spirits here saying, and work on opening your crown chakra. Meditations for the crown chakra, color purple is going to help a lot. And just trying to surrender and move through your timeline without resistance. If you feel this change is coming and you can feel it, don't weigh it out too much. You know, there's always risks in life, and but sometimes we have to just jump, knowing that the reward will be greater if we do than if we didn't. And it can be scary, I know. I'm a very like nervous person. I'm like always weighing everything out a million times in my head, and we're really bringing down our vibration. A lot of you empaths out there have a lot of healing to do. Look at that. Yeah, you're like submerged in this icy water, like you're frozen. Some of you empaths are feeling frozen in your existence. You feel like you're stuck. You feel like things are not moving. You feel like nothing is working out. You're feeling kind of low. You're having a lot of stuff you're purging and releasing. And that's the only reason why it's dark right now. Right now, iceberg, you know, when you turn up the heat, ice melts. And so I feel like, you know, just kind of like keeping yourself in this higher vibration. I always picture higher vibrations to be warm, you know. And I feel like, yeah, look at that. That's where your power lies. So we have lightning and power coming out. So that's where your power lies. And once you get that vibration raised up inside of you, it's like you're going to be sent into a new existence here. See, like you're getting prepared for something. You are being prepared for something, and you might have to let go of a few things and people and places that don't serve you well, so that you can heal, so that you can have your best life, so that you can also provide light to the rest of the beings of the world like you were really here to do. So we're going to pull from the Alice in Wonderland deck. I never use this. Find the lesson, 29. Discover the purpose in a situation and trust that you are learning. And we already saw that in one of the Empathic Oracle cards. Lord help me with lining these cards up on the screen. We already saw that in one of the Empathic Oracle cards, that you're asked to discover the purpose and trust that whatever is happening, you are learning, you are growing, you are following your journey just as you were supposed to, even though it hurts sometimes and it's scary sometimes and it can be painful. Really needing to guard your light as an empath, okay? You know, envisioning yourself surrounded by a bubble of white light and things just sort of bouncing off of you, doing return to sender exercises. You know, you can just say like 3 or 4 times in your head, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. Or Access Consciousness teaches return to sender, consciousness attached. I'm sorry, I'm like, I got frozen like the iceberg. Return to sender, consciousness attached. And so that will say that like 3 times when it's something feels heavy and comes into your head. It's like, where did that come from? Return to sender, consciousness attached 3 times. And you're returning that thought and energy that you picked up as an empath from God knows how far away. There's an infinite possibility, truthfully, when you're an empath, is how far you can feel. And you're going to send it back to where its rightful owner, because you picked it up, you absorbed it, and now it needs to go back. 33, a divine number. I want to be a queen. Stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, and passing a test. And so I feel like this is saying, you know, I deserve to be a queen. I declare that I am a free, sovereign being, having the right to not be burdened down by everybody's problems and situations around me, having the right to have the freedom to feel okay and peaceful and calm without all of this heavy stuff added in. And that's what it is saying, asking you to declare your freedom. You declare your sovereignty as a being. Tell the universe every day, I'm a free, sovereign being, and I deserve to feel only my own feelings. And I deserve to feel happiness and love. And that is going to help you to feel better on a daily basis. So keeping up, card 40, immense effort, advance. I'll show it to you here, if I can get it lined up. It's terrible. Card 40, like working backwards in a mirror on something is a nightmare for me. I just don't have that like ability. So this card here means, actually I wanted to look on this one. The lessons of your life are taking place at a fast rate, far too swiftly for you to process them. So some of you are really going through stuff and it feels like it's going really fast, like life is really speeding up here for you. And it's kind of like you're like maybe afraid and you're weighing out all the choices and you're just really, the empaths drawn to this reading are going to be overwhelmed with emotional overload right now. Or as of recently, you're going to feel like, I can't take any more. I don't know what to do with all this stuff swirling in my head. I don't know how to fix all these problems around me. I don't know how to make it right. I don't know how to make myself feel better, you know? And it feels like it's just putting a lot on you. A time of very hard work getting ahead. Determination and resolve to push through into the next stage. Yeah, determination to get on to the next stage of your journey, wherever you're being led, without fear, without uncertainty, just kind of leaping like the Fool card and knowing that all is going to be well, because Spirit's here trying to tell you it is going to be, especially if you follow this advice and don't lament, don't ruminate, don't like let things go round and around and around in your head. Just sort of like go with what your gut says pretty instantly and then go with that and cut it off, you know, because if you allow yourself to think, you're not going to be able to move forward. The urge to improve your status and be rewarded is also the meaning of this card. Moving quickly with strength and stamina, a great deal to process and integrate. And it is kind of like this lightning bolt, a great deal to process and integrate. Like there's a major download, something coming in. You might have had major life events that have been traumatic one after another as of recently or in recent years, and you just feel like, I can't even process this. Like I haven't even finished processing one thing and here is another on my plate. And I feel like they're you know, you're about to come through this period. Spirit's saying, just push through this. It's been very difficult. Spirit recognizes that. Just push through this period, and the more you clear yourself of clutter, both vibrationally, physically, people, places, things that no longer serve you, the better off you're going to be. Let's just pull the last few tarot here for the empaths guided here and see what happens. What do the empaths need to know now? What do all our empaths out there need to know now? Yeah. So you're going to have like this emotional offering, I feel. I feel like you're going to become more steady in your emotions. You're advancing emotionally, and therefore a lot of the people cannot stay with you. But there are going to be some really amazing people to meet as you move on in your journey. There's going to be amazing new friends coming in that you can celebrate with and be like-minded with. And also, the more you find people like this, the more your vibration's going to rise, the less you're going to pick up negativity because you're around positive people, and it's going to help you. And Spirit's here saying you're moving here to your Four of Wands. This is the happiest love card in the deck. This is a good sign in career and love for any reading. So however you're here to apply this reading, you're getting ready to have happiness on the home front that will have you feeling peaceful, that will have you feeling joyful, that will make you want to get out and celebrate with friends, new friends possibly. For those of you that are realizing, I got to cut some people out. I can't have these people around. They are not good for me. They make me feel bad about myself. They make me feel like they're draining me. You're emotional around them, and all of these red flags are there to get you out of that situation so you can become more emotionally balanced and have the joy, the celebration, and the love that you hope to have in life. And I do feel like it's coming in rather swiftly for a lot of you. A lot of you have like maybe a new job opportunity or new romance coming in. You've been working on some things for a long time, and now, you know, you're healing from the past, like we saw in one of those first cards that are all piled up and crazy on me down here now. You've been working really hard on something, and now is your time. There is a tough cycle closing out. Relationships and things that drain you are going to be leaving your existence, especially if you make the choice to separate yourself from those that don't. You're going to be paired up with people, places, and things that align with you, that make you feel good, that will allow you to be the best that you can be so that you can use your energy for the things that are needed for your journey, what you're here for, you know, to inspire others, to be happy, to spread joy, just to be a person who makes other people feel good just from being around, you know, and that is you. Don't feel trapped, okay, by your mind, because you really would be so surprised how much power you hold within yourself to turn things around. I'm going to get one last thing, and then we're going to, you know what, we're going to get an animal spirit card. Where are you? For the empaths out there, one last piece of advice. Okay. Spirit has a plan. Koala bear, card 35, 8, like the infinity symbol, number of financial abundance. Spirit has a plan for you, my dear empath, and you know, everything you've been through has been for a purpose, and I feel like soon you're going to shine. Spirit's working a path towards you shining and having the abundance you deserve. And look at that. Yeah. Magic works through you. Spirit's letting you know. Empath, you of all people have the power like you wouldn't believe to change things for yourself and those around you. When you heal, they heal. And you're healing from the past like crazy because you're advancing. And I know that hurts, but try to look at the bright side and know that the light at the end of the tunnel is on its way. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this little reading on empaths and what they might need to hear right now. If you did and you want to get something more insightful, more personal just for you, you can email me or check the description box below and head to my Etsy shop to get a reading for yourself. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day. I'm sending you my heart light.